Roomtone Podcast is a show produced by us, three movie nerds shooting the shit while talking about shooting the shit.
Each episode builds upon the last, so we recommend starting at the beginning.
Now, let's make a movie.
Can I tell you guys about a dangerous game that I play whenever I drive over here?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I live fairly close to you guys, about like 4 blocks.
Yeah.
Not that far.
Yep.
And whenever I know that I'm coming to your place and like I'm late, I'll play this game where I will get in my car and I won't put my seatbelt on, and I'll start driving to your place and I'll try to beat the like buzzer that tells me my seatbelt isn't on.
Oh, wow. Jeez, that's pretty delayed in your car. Do you ever win?
Sometimes.
Wow.
But here's the
Wow.
thing.
Damn, I don't think I'd get that far.
I have to drive
Yeah.
more dangerously in order to win.
Yeah, no
so
shit.
it's kind of like, how badly do I want it today?
Right.
It's
That
usually
is-
badly every day.
Yeah. That is not a safe game
Nope.
to play.
Nope.
No.
What if I take off my seatbelt and drive more recklessly?
Oh, hold on. Pause. Okay,
For
wait.
funsies.
The seatbelt was never on.
Right. Yes. You're
I
not
don't take
taking
it
a
off.
seatbelt off. You just don't have a seatbelt.
Austin, your game sounds fun.
Think you want to play with me sometime, dude? It'll be fun.
No.
No, the end of that sentence is please wear your seatbelt.
I will wear my seatbelt.
I care about you.
I realized today, and that's why I even brought it up, how dangerous it was. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I should stop that.
That's crazy that your car doesn't yell at you sooner.
No,
My car's like instant.
instant.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
My car is like, I'll put it in drive, and like I can probably drive for like 2 minutes before it's like, hey.
Damn.
Your car
Mine's
sucks.
like 30, 40
That
seconds.
is not safe at all.
Yeah, but like my car was made in 2007 when safe was
Was more of a option.
yeah, it's a concept.
Yes.
You know,
It's true. Yeah, whenever Austin takes his seatbelt off in my car, it's like, please fasten passenger seatbelt.
Yeah, she
like,
screams at you. She
instantaneously.
like full on speaks at you.
oh wow,
Mhm.
It's intense. It's a lot.
And yet he still takes his seatbelt off all the time.
I respect it.
It's it's a power move.
Here's the thing, I will say I don't wear. It's not a very common thing where I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Like that's like the only instance where I can think of where I'm not, or if
You
I'm
weren't
sitting,
wearing it in my car.
or if I'm sitting in the back.
Oh.
You should probably also wear it in the back.
God.
I should probably do that, but you know what? Whatever. You know, we live the lives
YOLO.
we live.
It's
True.
true.
I will not
I
live
should
the
actually-
life I
I'm
don't think I deserve.
I'm gonna knock on wood really quick because this is gonna be like
You're going to get
Yeah.
killed on your way
Yeah,
home.
dude. Oh.
Yeah.
it's gonna be creepy.
Definitely wear it on the way home.
Yeah.
I always play a game whenever I come from your house
Mhm.
and I get to like the street back there and you like can't see any around any of the cars because it's parked on each side, and I play the game where I just go and see what happens.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Like, I can't see. I'm not going to be able to see no matter how much I scoot ahead. I might as well just go for it.
Yeah.
Go and see what happens.
Yeah.
Dude, because these intersections are fucked. It's
Yeah,
like
dude.
all of the cars parked on the shoulder. You cannot see
No,
shit.
no.
Mhm.
So
Honestly, I don't know how this isn't like brought up more often
Yeah.
as like a concern, because I've thought about that. Like right when I lived on Rock Street,
Yeah.
I like just back and forth, like could not see
Yeah.
anything, and it was praying for my life each time.
You're literally, yeah, you're always just like, this might be it, but
Yeah.
I have to go somewhere. So,
Mhm.
Yeah. So little leap of faith.
yeah,
Worth it. Yeah.
depending on where you have to go.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Then it's always worth it.
Oh, I would step in front of traffic for McDonald's. Absolutely.
Fresh McDonald's, yeah.
Okay. Not so if it was like on a park bench
Yeah, not like
on the
found
other side
on
of the highway,
street. Yeah.
would you be like, yo,
it's now or never, baby. I see half a melted shake over there.
Ooh.
I
Oh,
need it.
Is that-
Baby.
chocolate, or is that something else? I don't know. We're gonna figure that
Well,
out.
I'm excited to find out.
Oh, street milkshake, I love you.
Street milkshake.
So we watched X.
Yeah.
We really liked X.
You really liked X?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you remember watching X?
I remember watching X. The thing about X is not to brag, but I'm a part of a lot of A24 groups and various social medias, you know.
You're right, that wasn't to brag.
and like everyone was hyping it up. Like everyone, like nonstop were showing like images, screenshots, raving about how wonderful it is, raving about how it's like a kind of like a love letter to like slasher movies or whatever. And like I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. And when I left the theater, I just had a meh feeling where I was like, it was good. I mean, like I liked it. I'm gonna probably buy it at some point.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh my god, it's out, I gotta go get it right now.
Right.
You know, and
yeah,
like
I didn't feel that way either, but
Yeah.
I just thought it was like I went into it kind of the opposite where I was like, I bet I'm not gonna like this at all.
Mhm.
And then we were pleasantly surprised,
Yeah.
like within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It really goes. I mean, expectations can have such an influence
Mhm.
on the way you watch a movie. Because honestly, I would agree with everything that those people said. I would say it's a love letter to slasher films, and
Mhm.
honestly, I think it was really well done and extremely unique.
Mhm.
and very surprisingly heartfelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sweet.
Yeah,
in surprising ways.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how fucked up it was when that girl was like, when they were like sitting down, hanging out, talking about like, you know, sex or whatever, and like that dude's girlfriend was like, "I'll fuck you." It's like, wait, what?
What? No, I loved her.
What are you talking about? That
I
was like the
loved
whole.
her.
That was the whole point of it. Was like the sex positivity.
It was. I agree with sex positivity, but like there was no communication between partners, and like it's an established relationship. And
Yeah,
like,
except dude was being a fucking dick in the beginning.
what was he doing?
He called her a prude because she was like uncomfortable to be there.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, totally.
yeah.
That's
Oh.
why later on when she's like, why won't you let me do this?
Yeah.
She was like, don't be such a prude. And she totally
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
claps it back at him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, even still, a little. Okay, no. I see it, but also I would be like, that's kind of not stretch, but like wow, you really like that was fucked. Holy shit.
I definitely
Yeah.
understand your
Mhm.
hang up. Like there needs to be communication in
Yeah.
a partnership like that where it's like, yeah, we are established. We have
Yeah.
like up to this point been exclusive and we have
Mhm.
had zero conversations about this. So like I can see him definitely being caught off guard,
Mhm.
but like his reaction to it was just the worst.
Yeah, because he was like, no, you're not doing that.
Yeah,
And
it
she was like,
yeah.
what? Who says I'm not doing it? And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
I say you're not doing it?
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
just
like,
That's
yeah.
fair. That's
oh,
fair.
yeah?
Like fucking claims her.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's valid. That's very valid. Maybe I missed a lot of the context of the movie of what was
It's
going
like,
on.
there's a, yeah.
Honestly, I would seriously recommend you rewatch it.
Maybe I do need to rewatch
Based on just based on the fact that you went into it with such
it.
expectations.
Mhm.
I feel like rewatching a movie after that like really does change how you see it.
Mhm.
That's why I want to watch Cure for Wellness again.
Mhm.
Yeah, Cure for Wellness was the exact same thing for us.
Mhm.
Really?
Do you remember that one?
I do. I remember mostly the trailers and like the tub.
Oh my god.
The trailers were the best part.
The trailers were fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's why we stopped watching trailers.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because
like
it
the
was
trailer
too good
yeah.
and then the movie totally sucked.
Yeah.
Or sucked comparatively to what it seemed like it was going to
Just
be.
Are you
very
guys
different from
Going
our
to watch it again?
I'll probably watch it again someday. It's been on my list.
Yeah, it's one of those that I would watch again because we just like walked out of that like, well, that wasn't what we expected, so fuck that. And so yeah, I'd be interested to see if that changes.
And I liked Crimson Peak more the
Mm.
second time I saw it after not having crazy high expectations for it.
That's fair.
And if you watch X, then you can watch Pearl with us.
Ooh, that'd be fun. By the way, Swain, I'm so sorry I interrupted you.
No, that's okay.
I was about to say sorry like earlier, but I'm like, wait, that'd be interrupting him again.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I'd be down to see Pearl. Pearl's not in theaters
It's
anymore.
the prequel.
Mm-mm.
Is it
It's
streaming?
out.
Is
It's
it?
not streaming
Oh.
yet, but it's like available to buy.
Okay.
So we could rent it from like a Redbox
Or I
if we
can just
wanted
buy
to.
it.
Or we can just buy it.
Yeah,
I would
buy the
I would
set.
buy both of them, yeah.
I think I'd buy it just also because I'm a fan of the production company, and I
Fuck
do.
yeah.
It is weird like wanting to collect stuff like that. I recently just bought a Criterion movie from Barnes and Noble because they're having their sale.
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way, movie nerds, Barnes and Noble throughout the month of November 50% off on all Criterion.
Hell yeah. Damn, that's big.
Yep, highly recommend. So I'm going down like the aisle of like Barnes and Noble looking at their collection, and I'm like, God, I don't even know like half of these films, but I want them in my collection just so I can like have them in my collection.
Yeah.
I totally
know.
understand.
You're like a dragon.
That's
Yeah.
like me with books.
Exactly.
Just take it in.
Honestly though. Yeah, no kidding. You're a big book collector, right?
hmm
That's one of your biggest hobbies.
Yeah, and I don't read them.
Oh my.
Or it takes me forever
Fair.
to read them, but yeah, I just want to buy them all the time.
That's so valid, dude. I have
Yeah.
movies on my shelf that I haven't
Yeah.
seen yet.
Yeah.
And it's
And now that we're going to
nuts.
have a house, I'm going to start buying movies way more often.
Are you?
Fuck yeah.
I really, and this is more of my dream for you rather than your dream for yourself.
Yeah.
But I want you to have like a room almost dedicated for like your media. Like I imagine like 2 or 3 big shelves. You know, like one encompassing books, maybe 2 encompassing books. Sorry, and the other one encompassing like your movies, your your various things, stuff like that. And I don't know. I imagine just like a very like old Victorian house. I know that's not exactly what your new house is. Which, by the way, I don't know if we announced that. Congratulations, guys! You got a house.
Yeah.
Fucking finally.
Maddie and Swain bought a house.
Dun, dun, dun.
Finally.
Yeah, we've been shopping since like early 2020, so
Mhm.
feels good, man.
Hell yeah! No kidding.
But yeah, we do have plans for like a
Yeah,
library.
we're going to make a library.
Oh,
so.
perfect.
Yeah, a library space, which
That's gonna be choice.
fucking amped for.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
hmm
We're going to hang out there a lot.
Yeah.
Is that like a study? Would you say that's your study?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna have like armchairs, and my work desk is
Mhm.
gonna be in there, and then like bookshelves,
Mhm.
just like a lot of shelves and a couple of armchairs and a little coffee table and a rug and stuff like that.
Ooh,
A couple of side tables for
Nice.
coffee and stuff.
nice.
Yeah, our Keurig can go up there since we don't use our Keurig, and then we can have coffee up there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
we'll definitely have seating for 3.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's all I ask.
Yeah, dude. And then there's a living room, a nice big living room, which will be awesome. Have enough room for like 2 couches.
Hell yeah.
While we're doing announcements, would you guys mind if we did a quick shout out to our friend Lucid? We actually talked about them on the last episode, but as of time of recording, they just put out a new song on Spotify. It's called Solipsism, and it's the first song that they've released in a while, and it's a really, really fun time. They are master of lyrics, and I highly recommend you go and check that out. And on top of that, later this month, we will be releasing the music video for it, which me and Maddie and Austin here all helped to put together. And so just kind of a fun announcement. You guys keep an eye out for that.
Hell yeah. We're excited to see it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm pumped for this one.
Shout out to Lucid. Should we also make one more announcement since we're on the bandwagon of
Yeah,
announcements?
give us the wagon.
We're going on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Room Tone's taking a vacay.
Yeah, no
Peace out,
kidding.
bitches.
So December 14th through January 18th, Room Tone will be on holiday break.
Yeah, whoop whoop, making snowmen.
Whoop, whoop.
During this time, we'll be, depending on where we are in our process, working on the short film, kind of getting together and figure out different ideas for the podcast, and enjoy the holidays with our family and friends.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys do the same, and rest easy that we're still going to be putting in work, and the big plan is to come back at the end of January with a big update for you guys to kind of tell us what we've been working on the sidelines.
Oh, one more announcement. Pause for Room Tone.
My name's Austin Swain. I'm an animator and video production specialist working in commercial advertising. And today I wore a big scarf because it's cold as fuck in Minnesota, and it was really cozy and made me really happy.
My name is Austin Arpeza. I'm an amateur filmmaker, and my movie/TV show recommendation of the week is Breaking Bad, because I'll always recommend Breaking Bad. I have yet to do so, and I'm going to now.
My name is Maddie, and I think Breaking Bad is stupid.
That's okay, Maddie. Here's the thing, Maddie. That's okay. You don't have to like it.
No, it's fine.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
My name is Maddie, and I would die for Jesse Pinkman. End of story.
Let's just talk to the millions of no.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to have to crush all their hopes about why their show sucks.
Welcome to the Room Tone Podcast, the show where we make a movie. We've been taking you through the creative process, creating a short film, and after a big change to the story, we are looking at reworking our script, and we recently took you guys through kind of the 3-act structure that we're looking at. We've been having a lot of talks about what this cult wants.
During our last meeting, we talked a little bit more in depth about the cult. I felt like we still had a lot of questions going into it, and I think we figured some stuff out.
They are trying to bring back Ronnie. Eggs are a thing. I think the idea was basically taking the life of Zoe and giving the life to Ronnie. Mm-hmm. We basically went into a lot of like the ritual being like it's kind of passed through an egg in some way. So it was like we either like crack it into her mouth or like we soak it in her blood or something like that, and then we like put it into Ronnie. The chicken is there. And I think what we ended up on was the ending was they went through this whole ritual. It builds and it builds, and it's very dramatic and it's very thought-provoking. And then we like smash cut to Ronnie's limp body getting thrown into the hole. And they're like, well, that didn't work. Movie ends.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Thank you so much for remembering that. Holy shit.
That's the big joke.
Swain.
Yeah.
I love you.
It's the mind of a DM.
Oh my God.
That's the big joke.
God bless you. So yeah, I really yes. We talked about that. We talked about not just like Zoe getting like an egg in the mouth, but like Ronnie getting the egg in the mouth. And we talked about like, Donnie, cracking the egg from this like dark, like sinister looking chicken.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and like it was like when he cracked it, like blood came out of the egg, and
that eggshells got
stuck in his mouth, and Donnie's like, fuck, I got shell in
Get
there.
this out of here.
And I love like we keep coming back to, how do we kind of keep this, how do we go horror and like have fun and like be spooky, but like keep it, like we always said from the beginning that we wanted to write a comedy.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we've been kind of dancing that line of like, how do we kind of keep this funny? And I love the idea of like, you have this fucking blood-filled egg and it's like dripping over the face, but then like an eggshell falls and you just hear like, oh fuck, come on, oh shit, fuck. Like trying to like get it like those little fingers into the mouth and like all this dumb shit.
I love that.
I do too. That's very cool.
Like even if we don't use it, it's like that's the vibe.
Yeah, exactly. See, and like I have a little bit of fear as we're going, maybe not fear, but like there's an idea in my head that like I don't want to write scary movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
Like that's definitely not our route. But we do want to write like
Barry.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's the fairest shit around. Oh
wow,
my God.
well said, Maddie.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you guys hadn't caught up on the fact that we were basically making something like Barry?
I was so caught up with like Rushmore, or not Rushmore, the Royal Tenenbaums meets Hereditary.
Yeah.
So Barry.
So Barry.
Maddie, I think you just have a really good read of vibes.
Yeah.
And so you kind of catch on to these things before we do.
I guess so.
Or at least like compare to these things before we do.
Yeah.
Like I think we're all on the same track for vibes, but you were the first one to say Barry.
Yeah, we're like, oh yeah.
It's Barry.
So
she's always thinking about Barry.
Yeah.
I know we're probably gonna move on from the cult since we kind of have a better idea of like what they're doing.
Cha.
I do just kind of want to pose one idea, is that maybe because we talked about reincarnation, maybe like part of it too is like getting that blood from Zoe and also put it in Ronnie's mouth. So it's almost kind of like this confection of like stuff going into like this corpse.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm still not entirely sure like what that ceremony looks like, but I think there's gonna be a lot of blood and a lot of mouth
And a lot of shell.
and a lot of egg, yeah, and a lot of buffoonery.
Tomfoolery, if you will.
I will.
Ron foolery.
Ron foolery, FBI. So I thought something that would be good today would be just like we go through each scene and we just kind of like talk even just like really high level about like what we see for that scene and just like kind of get us on the same page and just see how we feel.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So first off, we'd talked for a long time about doing a title sequence.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a section at the beginning of the film where the story hasn't really started, but we're displaying the cast and the crew and just kind of like getting the vibes going. And I think it's a very like creative and kind of lost art in the film world.
Think of Sweeney Todd.
I always think of Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, that's like the best title sequence I can think of on the top of my head. And by best, I mean like
Interesting.
the only one I can think of on the top of my head.
Cool.
Wow, that was like the last thing I expected you to say.
Sweeney Todd?
Yeah.
Really?
For the first movie intro that pops into your head?
No, never mind. There's also 7.
Yeah.
And also American Horror Story. They actually were inspired from 7. Fun
The
fact.
American Horror Story intros are like the sexiest thing ever.
Yeah.
We've been rewatching Asylum and oh my god.
I think one of the greatest title sequences that came to my mind was from Mouse Hunt. Because the family in Mouse Hunt runs a string factory. And so while they're showing the titles of the cast and crew, it's just like all of these like macroed beautiful shots of like the inside of the string factory.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a How It's Made episode.
Oh my god, yeah, huh? I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it's great. It's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a big inspiration for us, Little Miss Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
It has a title sequence.
They have a title sequence?
Yeah, where everyone's getting ready for the day.
Oh yeah.
Or, it was like I think it like showed everyone's like motivation.
Yeah.
Throughout.
Mm-hmm.
And that was very similar to kind of our first pitch of a title sequence.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think now? Now that we've kind of changed direction, what do you guys see? Do you still want to do a title sequence?
I think we still can. In fact, I think it'd be really fun if we can somehow, like make or like foreshadow with like each frame or whatever, or just have fun with it, like be artsy with it.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a matter of like, God, I feel like I've said this to you, Swain, in particular, multiple times. Whenever we see like something like crazy on a screen, like a Coca-Cola ad. Do you remember that the yes no Coca-Cola ad?
I don't think
it was like
so.
It was like pop art, and like there was just like multiple things on screen.
Okay.
And it was very like weird and artsy and like,
almost like stills.
Not
like it was
stills,
like, okay.
but like it was like yes stills, but like no stills. It was. I'll have to show you it later. I know we've talked about it before.
Okay. Shoot. Is it like the people drinking, and it would cut to like 50 different people drinking, and it's all like a match cut?
No.
Okay, that was another one that they did.
Cool
that was
one,
really cool.
It was no. I'll have to find it and show you.
Okay.
But like it was like pop art, and like I don't know how people are creative enough to like come up with that stuff.
Dude, right?
Like that is so like I would never think, oh, let's put like a baby's head in there, and then the baby's mouth will open and a little rainbow will shoot out. Like,
yeah,
what? That's an insane person.
Yeah,
but it works, and it looks great. It looks fantastic.
I wish I had that brain, dude.
I feel like you do. That's why I
don't think I do.
You really?
I think I do. I just do not execute it. Like I think that's all I am.
You know what you need?
Ideas.
You know what needs to happen here?
He needs to do everything that I tell him to do.
Sort of. I was going to say...
that was in our vows.
Maddie, if you would somehow be able to shrink down to a mouse-sized person and then ratatouille Swain throughout the day.
Talking about my dream life.
Yeah.
Swain, you'll still have to wear a chef's hat. There's no way around it.
No.
That's just an editor.
You're welcome.
I do look cute in a chef's hat.
There's no way around it.
Yeah, so
I still want to do a title sequence because I think they're fun.
So do we want to do babies barfing?
Yes. I know that's not exactly what we're doing, and maybe that is, I don't know. I feel like you two have a more vision towards it comparison to me, because I see simple shots.
Yeah.
Simple but effective. You know?
That's what I see too.
Yeah, I see
Oh,
it pretty
okay.
simple.
I don't think we do like animated. I think we
Mhm.
pick a great font and some great colors, but I don't think we go much more like animated than that.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely have like an idea for a title sequence that we could start with.
Let's hear it.
So in the story, Donnie he's kind of our head boy of the family, and he's been given a list from his dad, Ronnie, to carry out his last wishes, and that's what kind of drives the entire kind of funeral procession and ends up with the death of the caterer. And so I thought kind of a silent but effective way to start that story could be we open on Donnie with the letter, and he opens it and he begins to read it, and then he starts off on the list. And then so as he's kind of walking around the house and carrying out these different tasks, that's when we have the little titles pop up of the cast and crew. And so it could be honestly just kind of like these shots of Donnie walking around the house and grabbing things. Honestly, like while you were talking about just kind of like simple shots and like getting the story started, like maybe we could do like the door opens and David and Lonnie are standing out there, and you just kind of get that like almost like American Gothic,
Mhm.
like side by side, like straight on shot, and just kind of like hang on to them for a second, and then it keeps going, and then eventually it's over.
Can I play an idea to that?
Yeah.
So, have you ever seen the show Atlanta?
No.
So during like their like opening scenes or whatever, they'll show the title of the show, but it'll be like embedded within the community.
Okay.
So if they showed like a brick building, it would be on like the brick building.
Yeah,
or
hell
it'd be
yeah.
like in a shadow of some sort.
Mhm. Like Baby Driver. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
intro to Baby
exactly.
Baby,
like Baby
Driver did that. Yeah.
Yeah, so like something like that, I think would be really, really cool. Like if we, and
don't know
not
if-
necessarily like it has to be like painted on there or anything like that. I don't know. We could play with the idea. But
Yeah. And it could be like, if he is like rifling through
Mhm.
suits or
Mhm.
something, like one of the suits could have like a label on it and it's like directed by.
Mhm.
Now that we're talking about this more, this reminds me of and Morgan will appreciate this. This reminds me of the title sequence to Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're going to have to watch all of these.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna have to change our idea.
We should link all of these title sequences in the description.
Okay. More work for us.
If we
Yeah.
can't find it, we'll just cut it out.
I'll be able to
Or
find
whatever.
Them. I'll be
All
able to find them.
Okay.
These old fingers. They know what to do.
Find me Napoleon Dynamite.
Title sequence.
Yeah, you've done it before.
Jerk off compilation. I said compilate.
You sure did.
Compilation.
Compilation.
I used to say compilation,
Oh,
and for a long time,
yeah.
until I was corrected, and I think I defended it
Stupid.
for a while. I was like, no, it's compilation. I've
Mhm.
seen it. I don't think we need to like make any big decisions here. I think we just kind of
Mhm.
want to make sure we're all on the same page and like have a vision.
Yes, title sequence good.
Well, let's talk. I agree. Title sequence good. Did we want to kind of go in depth of like kind of what else we were thinking? I know you brought up some ideas, Swain. Maddie, did you have any ideas?
I think all the ideas we've already talked about are
Mhm.
good.
I think we got a vibe. I mean, I'm open to like more pitches, but like I don't think we need to make any big decisions now.
For sure, that's valid.
I just
Uh,
know we've talked about the title sequence a lot, and I don't have anything else to add to it.
I feel like this is kind of more of an overview, and if we want to dive deeper later, we can
Dive on in.
dive on in.
Okay, so yeah, I think that I do like the idea of a title sequence, and I think we can confirm that.
Hell yeah.
Should we move on to Act 1?
Yeah, so after the title sequence, we talked about rolling in introductions.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think, from the beginning we've talked about kind of wanting to do these like storybook eccentric like expressions visually of these people's personalities, and I think
Mhm.
we're all still into that.
Yes, very
Mhm.
much so.
Cool.
A good reference would be like Rushmore. I feel like I want to kind of do that a little bit more often when we talked about doing something and we kind of referenced an idea.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great to kind of like mention that. And yeah, I know we'll probably have to put links, or
Yeah.
we will put links.
Yeah.
but like, you know, like just kind of throwing that out there so people are like, okay, I can see it now. I see
Yeah.
what they're talking about. Give them something visual.
Yeah, definitely a very Wes Anderson vibe, like very kind of storybook, and so another one that comes to mind is Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah,
because they do that big character introduction at the beginning, and it's really cool the way they do it.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then after introductions, we kind of jump into the story. And so we had that Zoe, the caterer, and Donnie, the oldest brother, get together and are planning, basically. He's kind of, he's set out to prepare the body, and he sends her off to...
go on a task.
Yeah, go on tasks. And so it's kind of this like planning conversation, kind of getting that. And we had mentioned too, like she's kind of trying to console him. Like she is coming in as this like pure third party and is like seeing this family in grief. And so she's kind of trying to act as like the good nature in this.
Yeah.
I think that'll be an interesting conversation.
I think so too.
Kind of set the vibe and set them off. And I think one of the best things that does is allows them to then be kind of background actors and characters in David and Lonnie's story, which kind of comes next. So the next scene would be David and Lonnie like out getting high in the garage.
That's what we're expecting, or that's what we were kind of talking about.
Yeah.
I know we talked about Donnie in the beginning, kind of giving them
some medial task.
Yeah. Go get the cups from the garage.
Yeah,
you
both
know?
of you.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, totally.
And so I think like that's kind of what they're discussing and kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Is that shame, or not shame, but like that
dismissiveness.
Yes,
Totally.
exactly.
I could see it too. Like, I wonder, you know, because I like the idea of like Zoe and Donnie being in the background. I think that's fun. And now that we have David and Lonnie as like the only thing for them to be in the background of, I wonder if we kind of follow David and Lonnie like through a couple of tasks, just so we like have those chances to have Donnie and Zoe like popping into the background. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?
I like. I guess it would just depend on like what we're talking about in terms of frame. I know we're gonna probably go more in depth in that really soon.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends on what we can do. If they can contribute to the scene and make it beneficial, not necessarily like they need to like tell like the grand scheme, you know, the grand scheme of the story. They don't have to like hold up like a weird cross in the background, but like something. I think we could make it work. I also do like the idea of like cutting to Lonnie and David a little bit more, because I think we're getting a little bit more sense of like their grievances and like like their issues, because we do have two parties here, and I feel like we've been really hammering out Donnie's, but now I like the idea of like going to a quick little break and seeing the other side, the conflict.
Yeah, I agree.
Over Lonnie and David.
Yeah, and I don't want to like add stuff just to add stuff, but just kind of trying to figure out like how we can make it feel real, like how we can make it feel like they are actually out preparing an entire ceremony like during this.
Yeah.
This and the next scene. Because we basically, in this scene list, we have kind of another instance of Zoe and Donnie coming together to just kind of touch base. But the tone throughout changes. You know, we've always kind of talked about, for this new one, you know, it kind of starts as a comedy, progresses into a horror. And I have a pitch for you guys.
Let's hear it.
I had an idea, an epiphany, and I just want to get your guys' read on it. So the idea is, you know, we are transitioning from a comedy to a horror, and the way that we're doing this is kind of a betrayal of Zoe. You know, kind of changing her perspective, kind of turning her against this family. Okay, here's the idea. I'm trying to figure out like what angle to come at this from. What if the secret comes out, the family's dangerous or something between Zoe and Donnie? Zoe gets angry or upset, understandable, and her and Donnie go to blows. They start to get violent, and they're having a fight. But here's the thing. They're also getting ready for dinner, which means that there's food around. Maybe they've been taste testing things. Here's what I think would be a fun concept. We shoot a fight. We do stunts. We use blood and gore. But all the blood and gore is food product. We work it practically into the scene. So for example, someone just took a big bite of a strawberry filled donut and then they get punched across the face and you see the red spray and you see it drip down the side of their mouth and they grunt into it and go and wipe it, and it looks like blood and it feels like blood, but we know because we just saw them eat a donut that it's not blood.
Yeah.
I think that would be funny.
I don't think that's funny.
You don't think that's funny?
I'm sorry. I don't want them to fight each other.
Okay.
Donnie and Zoe?
Yeah. I get it.
I don't know.
I think it could be funny. I just the best way I can explain my thought is I feel like it's a tone shift in the film.
You know what? You're right, because it kind of it moves up the twist.
Yeah.
And the twist is no longer the dead dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it turns into an action movie rather than a horror.
Yeah.
Or it kind of goes more straight just to horror.
It would be one action scene.
Yeah.
Okay,
it would feel like parody.
God, I feel like I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to roast.
No,
You understand how dumb that idea? No,
honestly, I think I just like the idea, and this is the short film that we're currently working on.
Yeah.
So it's patented, copywritten. Everyone listening, you keep your grubby hands off. And at some point, I want to shoot a jelly donut fight scene.
But here's the thing.
Right.
Hold on. I will say though, I don't want to just dismiss it though. Because,
no, that's okay.
No. Not because I care about your feelings. Because
Yeah.
because you can watch something like Barry, where it does play a little bit of horror. I mean, not really. It's more action thriller comedy rather than horror comedy. But you see those fight scenes and they're funny. They are great.
Yeah.
And they can still have these very serious moments, and then we can still have these very comedic moments. So to say no, this doesn't work in our film, I feel like I can't say that because I don't know.
I appreciate that. I think that it could work, but I don't think we should force it. And I agree it does. It changes the structure of our story, and I like the structure of our story.
Yeah.
So let's put a pin in that.
All right.
And I don't like Zoe getting into a fist fight.
No, I wish it wasn't Zoe, but she was just
Yeah.
kind of who was around. Again, I think I tried to force it.
So can I pitch an idea?
Yeah.
To kind of add a little bit more comedy to the scenes or whatever.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So what if Zoe's task, what if one thing she has to do is go grab a sigil or something, go grab, or
a casual sigil.
Or go grab the box from in the barn because I don't know where we are, but go grab this box because this box is very important. It has this thing. Don't open the box. And then Zoe's I want to see what's in the box. Whatever.
Yes.
Pulls out this very almost overly demonic symbol, right? And just weird.
Yeah. Get the full sound effects and everything
almost like we kind of don't feel bad for Zoe for dying because it's
because she's just dumb.
it's homie.
Should have seen the red flags.
Yeah,
only.
where were you here? What?
We always wrote her as naive.
Yeah,
so I'm into
true.
that. I'm into that.
I imagine her whole arc is similar to the ending of Get Out, where he's walking bloody, he just killed the family, a cop car pulls up,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh my god, this is intense, whatever.
Yeah.
He realizes his friend, he sits down next to him, and his friend just says, told you not to go.
Yeah.
It's well, there we go.
Well, yep.
You got what you got.
Yep. You were warned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that. I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
So what else? Is there anything else that you guys would want to explore for Zoe and Donnie kind of coming back together? I think this is where we in full, like to the audience, basically
Mhm.
say, yes, they're in a cult. This is some weird shit. Like
Mhm.
kind of getting them ready for dinner. Like
Mhm.
this is like the first time Zoe and Donnie get together, Zoe's trying to console him and it's
Yeah.
like funny and lighthearted.
Yeah.
Now here, dark,
Yeah.
and the warnings are there.
Can I I'm sorry, I feel like I'm always just like yes but no.
No, yes, but no.
So like what if we played it in a way where we see like Donnie and Zoe, their first interaction, we see Donnie stressed, actively stressed. Zoe is like, okay, I'm just gonna do my job, get in, get out. She does her job right. In fact, she actually makes Donnie's like life just a little bit easier. And then like when they get back together and regroup, Donnie's like, wow, you actually got like all the stuff done, which also reiterates the younger siblings' incompetence. He's like, wow, you actually got all the stuff like here. This is incredible. Like, you know, and you're kind of having like a tender moment where you kind of like feel for Donnie because he has such relief.
Yeah.
And you know, he's Zoe's almost as comforting him.
Yeah.
And that kind of like adds like insult to injury, the bigger twist in the knife where like Zoe made his day like a whole lot easier.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And he's making hers a whole lot never.
Yeah.
So like
I do like the idea of like going into the dinner with like a warm heart.
yeah.
It's like, oh, things are so nice. And then the door opens and it's like,
that's when it's revealed. That's when the crazy stuff happens.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah. And like even like, you know, like when like we have like this touchy moment between Donnie and Zoe. Like what if like Donnie's like, this is gonna seem really weird, but like do you want to join my family for dinner? Like I know you're catering it, but like you've been
so
such
great.
a great help. Like I really appreciate it.
Yeah. That's fair.
And Zoe's like, you
know what? I would.
sure.
I would like to.
Oh, yeah. It's what Dad would have wanted.
Yeah.
Can I call him Dad?
Dad loved host.
Yeah.
Dad loved to host.
Dude,
he was a big people guy.
I think that's perfect. I think you're right. Yes,
Yeah.
but no to all of that.
Yeah. Oh, what's your no?
Oh, wait, no. You said it. You you corrected mine very well. I'm into this.
Okay.
Great new direction.
Cool. And it's I like the idea of like not having Zoe as like the like setup love, or maybe we do. Maybe that's like we knock that stigma down. Like the setup love interest. Like I feel like there doesn't need to be like this whole, oh my god, I kind of like him. He's kind of cool.
No, I don't need that.
Perfect. I didn't know if that was the vibe.
It's not.
I didn't know. Oh, sorry. I didn't know if I set up that vibe.
Oh,
when
okay.
I was like,
No, I think we can have a touching moment.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Which
Cool.
brings us into boom, boom, the dinner.
They're having chicken, bro.
And waffles.
And eggs.
And eggs.
Fun fact, for my food fight scene, I was trying to figure out how you could use like a hard-boiled egg as a fake eye and like have it gouged out.
Okay. That are like fake testicles. And it's like,
Yes.
Oh, that'd be good.
they're popping.
So.
Maybe our movie should be called Chicken or Egg.
Ooh. What would you like, the chicken or the egg? Wah.
What came first?
Me, usually. Just a small tear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta laugh through it. I say after.
Yeah.
Just laugh.
You have to laugh.
Yeah. That'll make it less miserable.
Yeah.
Less awkward.
And we can't both be crying.
Oh shit.
So you have to laugh. So yeah, dinner.
Yeah. I think this. I think it'd be really great if we foreshadowed the guest of honor.
Yeah.
Like, what if Donnie's like another part of Donnie's thing is like he's like constantly saying like, gotta get ready for the guest of honor. Like this is big. Like,
Yeah, and Zoe's always kind of
Like,
like, oh, I
oh,
wonder who
yeah.
is coming. And
Yeah.
he kind of, like, maybe she even asks about it and he never says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
That
could
would
be
be
fun.
good to pepper in.
It could be fun too if she like mentioned it to like David or Lonnie.
mhm.
She's like, "Oh, like I'm so interested to see like
Yeah.
the guest of honor," and they're just kind of like, pff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's-
sure you are.
yeah,
Yeah. And I think it'd be fun, like, if we started the dinner scene where, like, you know, they're like maybe they're having like a few laughs. Like everything's kind of like,
Oh yeah,
ha 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 ha. I don't know. Are we still having like a blow up scene between?
I think not.
Okay.
Between the siblings,
Yeah.
I think not.
So are they in
Yeah.
conflict?
I think not.
The conflict is between them and Zoe.
That's nuts. So it's almost kind of like in Futurama, like Ma and her like 3 stupid sons.
That feels right.
I haven't seen that episode, but it seems right.
Oh, they're in multiple. She usually slaps them.
Oh, then yes.
Yeah, I feel like Lonnie and David are kind of like the numbskull follow-alongs,
Mm-hmm.
and Donnie's the lead boy,
Mm-hmm.
and Zoe is the naive guest.
Okay. So this is Zoe's story, pretty much.
I think yes. I think
Okay.
it's Zoe's story. Oh wait, I think it's Donnie's story told through Zoe's eyes.
Mm-hmm. That was beautiful.
Thanks, man.
We should put that on a sticker.
Shit.
Room tone stickers coming. No.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we had talked about
Mm-hmm.
when we talked about like Ex Machina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea like dinner. I don't know. How does dinner start?
I think
don't
I think
know.
I think it could start like this, where like everyone's having a good time. Since if we do get rid of the conflict between the 3 siblings, everyone's having a good time. People are, you know, a little bubbly, and then Donnie's like, you know what, like a toast to
family.
family. yeah, whatever. And like they like
Yeah.
drink whatever. Everyone takes like their drink, and then he's like, how can I forget the guest of honor?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Why didn't anybody remind me?
Yeah, guys, come on.
It could be cute if like Zoe brings it up. And
Yeah.
she's like, where's the, and he's like, oh, she's eager. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. Let me go get him.
Yep. Or like, oh, he's here.
Yeah.
Oh, when did he show up? He's
yeah.
like, a while ago. Being kind of like
He's
very-
been here this whole time.
He's- oh yeah, crazy guy.
yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I'm into
something
that.
like that. Like I think that'd be really,
Totally.
really fun. Okay, well that gives us like another thing to talk about during our like next like meeting. Is figuring out the conflict between the siblings, if there is any, and if
Yeah.
there isn't any, like, does that mean anything? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the way we have the rest of the story written
Mhm.
out, they're not like in conflict, but they're not
Yeah,
like lovey-dovey.
yeah,
Like
that's
they're
fair.
just having the story isn't about them
Mhm.
as siblings anymore.
Mhm.
So they don't really have any reason to like have aggressive tendencies towards each other.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. I think you're right though. I mean, one of the things that we'll definitely have to explore is like, what is it that David and Lonnie want?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, for an interesting story, there kind of has to be like something in the way of what they want, even if it's something really small.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just kind of like finding a way to make that something interesting and engaging. Otherwise, there's no reason for them to be in our story.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that'll be a good one to explore. So after Dad comes, and that's our big twist.
Yeah, that he can still come.
Yeah. Even after he's dead.
Yeah, dude. That's
Donnie
nuts.
worked that in. Reworked the pipes.
Yeah. I got pneumatics.
This mortician's amazing. You're
Yeah.
never gonna believe.
Modern science.
He can even work his mouth like a puppet.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Very
much teeth.
toothy. Yeah.
You guys are gross.
Yeah.
Right.
Shut up. You're the one who said it.
I didn't say you had to fuck it.
Oh, please.
Oh, please. It's a puppet. All right. I understand. I've seen them up.
It is a doll. I
Yeah.
bought it for my reasons.
Yeah. Room tone sex doll
Mm-hmm.
on the marketplace.
This is my own private domicile. I will not be harassed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bitch.
So that's the big twist.
Mm.
Dad's dead body shows up to dinner, and we take a hardcore turn into horror. I think that's when it happens.
Yeah.
Zoe freaks out, and the family, the siblings, turn to her. The last item on the list, sacrifice.
The sacrifice.
Yeah. And that brings us to the ceremony where we kind of started this conversation. So I don't know, we've kind of talked about, do they knock her out at the house? Do they kill her at the house?
I feel like they would knock her out. I don't know, man.
I'm into it.
I still think they should kill her.
That's
At the house.
fair.
Yeah.
I kind of see it almost as kind of like this like her last vision is like of the family.
Right.
I'm
Just
into
like
that.
dancing around their body while like the blood is just like slowly draining from hers,
Yeah, but then how
In the
does the
woods?
end work?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like to make our final joke funny, she has to...
Oh no, we're still with them after she dies.
No,
Like,
I
she's-
know, but it doesn't make it as funny when you, like, have her alive and they take her somewhere and then kill her there and do, like, all
That's
this
fair.
extra stuff. I feel like it just
Yeah.
breaks up the pacing in a weird way.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, I feel like there needs to be more prior to her getting killed.
Mhm.
Like, she freaks out, something happens, they kill her.
Mhm.
It's like a chase scene, probably.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We did talk about chasing.
Yeah, like
Or-
running through the house.
Yeah, her
and-
getting stuck at the door.
Yeah.
Oh, that is right. You son of a
Yeah.
bitch. You brought back the door.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like I think she should die in the house and then
Okay.
they
Yeah.
bring her out to the place
Okay.
because they probably were going to do the
Mhm.
ceremony in the house.
Mhm. Oh my god. Oh, in the house, huh?
Because it doesn't need to be on a family farm, does it?
doesn't. It doesn't. I just imagine that because I'm weird. There's no particular reason for any of that.
Right, but there's no reason to necessarily like need to take them somewhere else when
Mhm.
they already have the whole ceremony set up in the house.
That's valid.
That is
That's very,
true.
very valid.
So it's like,
yeah.
That's a
why
good
wouldn't they
point.
just do it there?
Yeah, that's fair.
Because then it'll
That's
be
fair.
messy.
Yeah. I like the idea of like this door that we're constantly seeing that's jammed.
Mhm.
Has like a nice glass window like pane
Ooh.
on top of it.
Mm.
And like during the scene where she's like trying to jiggle out or whatever, and like you just see her like fuck and turns around, boom, cuts to the outside, and just like a splash of blood
Yeah.
hits the the in front on the window and the inside the window pane, and like we just see it like
Can I up that a little bit?
Yeah.
And say you just see her like face get smashed through the window?
oh shit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
yeah.
Like totally like
Yeah.
break through and just get all bloody and like smash through the window.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Big gruesome death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or we
Cool.
can do like a reverse Titanic where smash on the window and just
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And by
hell yeah.
reverse Titanic, I mean it's not sex, it's death.
Right.
Oh.
'Cause
the
I think-
opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that the door should be the death of her. I think that makes it
I'm into that.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
into
do
that.
too. I do too. That would be funny. And I know I keep saying this word a lot and like this idea, but like foreshadowing. Maybe I just love it in cinema.
Yeah.
But I think like foreshadowing, like that's the first thing she sees
Mhm.
is the like
the shitty door.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And that's what kills her.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, my nips
And I
are
think
hard.
that's like a trademark of short films.
Yeah.
Is kind of working a lot of like you see it
Mhm.
and it has a point.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of
Chekhov's
how
motherfucking gun.
a short film works
Mhm.
more than
You're right.
a full length picture.
You're so right. So, let's talk about the ceremony. I mean, I've always seen it outside because we've always talked about it outside.
Mhm.
I agree there's no reason for them to like really have to leave. Do we discuss just like doing it in the backyard? Or do they leave? Or do they do it in the dining room? What do you guys think?
You know, I think it would be fun to do it in the living room. Because and correct me if I'm wrong, but like that's kind of where we see Lonnie and David in the beginning, right? They're kind of hanging out in the living room. There's a little like
Lazy Susan.
Lazy Susan or whatever.
Mhm.
What if she's on a big Lazy Susan?
I also had that thought.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like
I don't
what
know
if,
why.
The
What if it-
logistics of a giant lazy Susan are making me want to say no right off the bat.
It's just one big circle.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, pause. But like pushing someone's head through like a glass window, like that, and like
Yeah.
putting it in a door too.
Yeah, that I can do.
that takes the same time. I don't know. I don't think we should dismiss it, but like I think it would be
Yes.
fun.
It's an option.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, yes.
Or maybe not even like a Lazy Susan. Maybe she's on like a rolling table and they turn her like around, similar to the shot of like when they introduce all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. So they do the ceremony.
Yeah.
We can figure out where.
They milk it.
And they milk it. What?
So yeah, what does the ceremony consist of?
Well, there's
Them
an
doing
egg.
The egg thing.
She's dead,
Them killing her.
but she's yeah. So something to do. I mean, I like the idea of like, here's my vision of it. Is like they drain her blood into a bowl. They have like the demon chicken lay an egg.
Mm-hmm.
They dunk the egg. They like slowly lower this like porcelain white egg into the bowl of red blood.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And when it re-emerges, it's like got etchings into it, like runic demonic carvings or something like that in it, like it's clearly been like cursed or whatever.
I know how to do that with crayons.
Fuck yeah, but the crayons make a comeback. And then they like crack the egg into Ronnie's mouth and it's all like black ichor goo motherfucking nasty
Mhm.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then smash cut to them like burying his body. Like,
Mhm.
oh, that didn't work. Or something. That's about as far as I've gotten, but that's what I see so
Yeah.
far.
I like it. Does
Yeah, I
that
agree
feel?
with all that, but something just feels wrong.
Does it feel anticlimactic?
Right.
Well,
Is it the
it'll have more.
climax?
It'll have more music than what I just said, but
Yeah, but like
Isn't
that's
the-
how it ends. Is like kick the body in. Well, that didn't work.
that's our
Is-
big joke. That's
Isn't
not. What? Sorry. Go ahead.
Isn't the climax Zoe getting killed?
Yes.
Well, I mean, like that's how we're ending. That's like our punchline. The end of it's our punchline.
I would say yes. The climax is Zoe getting killed. The
Right.
ceremony is the falling action.
Mhm. And it didn't work as the resolution.
Yeah.
Which
Right. So didn't you ask if it's anticlimactic?
I mean, just like the whole like scene in itself. Like the resolution feels lackluster.
Mm.
Because like explaining that as we even like just now as we were explaining that like this happened, boom, boom, boom. And then the resolution is it didn't work.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't feel like a resolution.
What if I told you it was a comedy?
Fair, I guess.
Because it's like, I mean, the idea is to kind of make a joke. I think either it doesn't work, we don't know if it works, or it works in a way they weren't expecting.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are kind of our three options.
Mm-hmm.
I think we don't know if it works is definitely anticlimactic. Like that's a blue balls.
Mm-hmm.
If they just like, if they crack the egg and then re-roll credits,
Mm-hmm.
I think we've done a disservice.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
So our last two options are either it didn't work and we make a joke out of it, or it did work but not in the way that they were expecting and we make a joke out of it.
Maybe Zoe's body gets possessed by the demon chicken.
The last shot is her just like opening her eyes
Clucking.
and saying bagok.
Yeah. Her just like walking in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's the vibe. I don't know.
Oh, wait, though it could work. It could work if like they crack the egg in and it's like all dramatic and then you fade to black. And then you get the little title card 1 year later. And you see Donnie and Lonnie and David sitting on the couch. And somebody says something to the effect of like, man, I knew we did something wrong. And then like somebody holds out their hand and they have a little handful of seeds. And then Ronnie comes in from out of frame and just like, cluck, 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 like pecks the seeds out of their hands. He's a chicken.
He's a chicken.
And game's over.
It's like, I think that's funny, but I just kind of hate the, 1 year later trope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be 1 year later. But that's the best I got so far.
2.5 days later.
Yes.
Right.
The next day.
The flash forward.
Yes. Flash forward to Ronnie being a chicken.
You know what? So maybe we continue on the route with didn't work. Because you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe that there is a level of that can be funny, and I can imagine them all getting together afterwards, or not getting together, but kicking in the body and just them talking.
Yeah.
Like them talking so casually.
I think it's all in the edit. It's all in the build up.
Yeah.
And all I think you
And then the acting.
Yeah.
It's you guys want to go to Denny's after this? Or?
Yeah, totally.
We actually didn't eat dinner.
Right.
Yeah. I'm still hungry, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to the sibling bickering.
Yeah, and that just fades out as they walk away from the hole.
By the way, that's going to be I think that's going to be really challenging for us, and I think it's going to be really exciting when we start coming up with good dialogue pieces for the siblings, because not only do they have to be people that they interact with, they have to be people that they interact with so with years of knowledge of each other, and they're different euphemisms to each other, or just how they speak to each other.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be another big key to the comedy of all these little rascals.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, their relationship, I think, is what's mainly going to drive the comedy. And their goals are what's going to be driving the horror.
Exactly. Yeah, I like that.
I'm excited for that.
They're silly gooses doing something evil.
Oh, yeah, evil gooses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we have a title. Find out
Silly
next time.
gooses?
Yeah.
Silly gooses.
That's cute.
I like it.
Silly gooses don't know how to pause for room tone.
I think we should do a different ending.
Wow. No, that's cool. It's fine.
You just say it so fast.
Chill. No, that's fine. That's cool.
What should we do?
You can just say you know what silly gooses do? Pause for room tone. You know what I mean?
I work hard on these all day.
You really just
you really don't.
It doesn't show.
I literally thought you were saying you really don't.
Would I be wrong?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You really knew that silly gooses was gonna be a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Shit, dudes. I just think sometimes we need pause for room tone.